My name is Vibha Mathur and I'm from India. And I had my daughter, this is regarding my daughter Puhar Mathur.
And what's your daughter's name?
Puhar.
Okay.
And she's been born and brought up here. She's 16 years now. And for the last 16 years, she has a condition of autism. And that comes along with other things like she has speech delays, she has a history of seizures, and she has a lot of issues with gross motor skills. She has hormone problems. So, like, I have a cute little bundle with a lot of strings attached. We've been giving her all kinds of therapies and all kinds of medication, best of countries, so best of medicines. At this stage, nothing much is happening. Her seizures were, till last year, were out of control. She was having drop seizures, and she would just drop in front of me. Like, I mean, I think she's fine, but then suddenly, in a split of a second, she's falling down. So that was to an extent that she split her head up twice at school. And it had really become a safety issue, and for maybe 3 or 4 months I was virtually tied down in the house because I couldn't take her out anywhere, not even to the grocery store to do my simple groceries and stuff like that. And I was scared, and that's when my son, we would often watch together the TV shows, so he was apparently wanting to switch to one of his shows, and he just happened to switch in between to at ZTV, and we do see Dr. Naram most of the time, but at that particular time it had to happen that he was talking about autism and how it is curable, and how speech can be revived, because that was the biggest challenge my son was having, that he was unable to communicate with her. And he just said, why won't we try that? There is no harm in that. And he was at that time showing us the marma for speech. So that's how my husband was not too much in for it, but I just told him that, you know, I'm not in for it too. But I was like, since we've tried everything, we're not going to lose anything if we try this.
So before we get into that completely, just as a mother, what is that like, experiencing your daughter not like collapsing in front of you?
It is heartbreaking. It's like your life is just slipping out of your hands. Like, she's having a seizure and I know she's uncomfortable and I can't do anything. She would just roll down 10 feet of stairs like a football. How would I feel? It's like, what if I'm not there with her? So my life was, I kind of got disconnected with my son, with my husband, because I was 24/7 with her. And she likes to roam around a lot. So I would be behind her, walking toe by toe, and I would feel dizzy because she wouldn't stop roaming around, but I would be scared to even leave her for a minute. So we had to find out other ways. We do have currently a nurse for her, which is awesome. She's the next mom for her. But I had to, because there was no way I couldn't leave her. If I leave her in the bathroom in the shower, suddenly I'm hearing her voice and she's falling down, and the best part of it is Dr. Naram I would just call up that I need to talk to him no matter what. And I always get a call, no matter what time of the day it is. And I've always asked for help, and he has always told me, this is what you do. And it takes a little while, but it does work.
For someone that's never met Dr. Naram, what was that first time like meeting him?
The first time meeting was, people had said that you don't have to say anything and he will tell you everything. And I was like, that's not possible. How in the world can he tell me what is wrong with her? There is no way. And I had a whole bunch of stuff with me, the doctor's report and everything, just in case. Because I'm not going to, because they said, he just meets you for 5 minutes. And I'm like, how in the world can you decide about a person in 5 minutes? There is no way. And the lady who sits outside, she said, you just zip up your mouth, you will say nothing. All you need to do is she needs to show her her wrist to him, and he touched it, and I was in tears because the first thing he said was, she has autism, she has seizure disorder, and she has speech delays. These were the biggest things, the in block letters for me. And that's when I said yes, and that's when he said, okay, he just started noting down what needs to be given, and then he says, now you tell me, is there anything else that is of your concern? So all the other things were little things which are attached, and he did scold me, and he said, she is 15 years, what the hell were you doing for all these years? He was really upset with me. He says, I want 7 years of Puhar's life, and he has promised me, and I'm hoping that I will keep up to the promise too, that I can make it for 7 years. I want to stick to him. I so want to, because I'm seeing results, though they may not be that big, because I'm with her 24/7. I don't see, but others, when they see, they say, oh wow, we see her more opening up. She's trying to interact with my son. She's not pushing him away, you know. With the marmas that he's given us, she's trying to make an effort to communicate. And sometimes when you look at her as a mom, I can see into her eyes that she's trying to tell me something. It's just those words are not coming in. I know they're there, they just need to come out. And the first time that he said was, this is what it is, and I was taken aback. I was like, wow. He says, you don't need to do anything, just keep coming. She used to, the school never acknowledged that her brain's working. They would still stick to, even like she's 16 and they still want to stick to saying that she doesn't know her ABCs and she cannot count from more than 3, 1, 2, 3, that's it. And no matter how hard I would try, they would not figure it out. But this time, after years of, after 1 full year completing it with Dr. Naram, they say that she knows her math. She knows addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. I don't know how, but it's in there because the teacher tried it. And though she does hand-over handwriting, but the answers, the teacher said that I'm not doing the moves, she is writing. I can feel her fingers moving, though with the gross motor and fine motor skills are not good. That's why we do hand-over hand. But she's doing everything. So she is writing, giving me the correct answers. You give her a concept and she is like, you give her a paragraph to read. I mean, you read it to her and give her the questions and she will give you the correct answers. So she's understanding everything. If she has never called me mom, again, she will, I know, but she would definitely say a few words, maybe her favorite words, but definitely say, if I'm upset, she will say, are you okay? Are you okay? So that's a big thing for me. It has come up very well. I am getting to know my kid. She is adjusting very well to a third person, that my nurse, because all these years it was just me. So for me to let go of her, for me was difficult. For her was difficult too, because other than mommy, there is someone else. She's adjusting very well. Initially, the nurses who would come in, she would take about 3 months, 2 months to get used to it. She's really picking up on that. She's easy to blend in now. That gives me more time with my son, because my son would often say, you don't have time for me. For Puhar, I have a nurse. You are there for dad, who's for me? So I can tell him now that because I have a nurse for her, I am for you. So if she's busy doing other kind of stuff with my nurse, I am giving time, valuable time with my son. I go bike riding with him, I'm dancing with him, I'm giving that time, which I could not before. My husband and me, we would often be like at night, I'm usually with her most part of the night. That has really gone down. I would Like from earlier it was from 8:30 till 3 I'm with her. Now I am coming back to my room, which is a good thing because she's sleeping well because of this medicines and stuff and the marmas that I'm doing. So she's relaxing well. She used to be very restless, so I used to be with her. She would often have seizures at night, and because of that we used to be like, my husband used to say, you stay with her, just stay with her. So I'm spending some quality time with him. Last weekend we went to the beach and we tried something new and she loved it. We were so scared how would she be on the beach, and we knew that she's an outdoor person, but we didn't know how she'll take it. I was scared. I took all the medicines that Dr. Naram gave. It was a lot of stuff, and I made sure that this is not going to be messed up. So whatever I gave her on the time allotted. I was scared because every time we had an outing for a day or two, she would not sleep because of the new location, new setup, like a typical autistic kid would do, and she would, because of not sleeping, she would have a seizure. It went just smooth. She slept well we were there. We originally were supposed to be for one night, but when we saw her, we moved it to 2 nights. So she was very comfortable. She went bathroom for me because for her to go to the bathroom in a new environment is a big challenge. She did that very well. She slept. She accepted the new bedroom, the 2 beds together. She accepted. She slept well. She enjoyed outside. No seizures. That was my biggest concern. I thought because it's hot, with a long drive and then coming back all the way, she just did fine. I still watch out for her seizures, but I can work somewhere else. When she's at home, I can work. I'm doing a job now. For so many years, I was at home. I was a stay-home mom. I am doing a job. I can breathe. I know, and I like it. When I go back home, I see her waiting for me. I like it. Otherwise, I was getting to a point where I'm like, is this what I'm looking for? And then I would feel bad that I'm not being able to do enough for her, and that was kind of suffocating for me. So I'm kind of rediscovering myself. I feel good about myself now, that I can do it, because this was like 15 years. I'm done. How will I do it later on? Now I feel energized. Give it a try. Have patience. I think patience is the big word. I wouldn't say you believe in it right away, because unless and until you see something happening, you don't get it. That was the first thing that Dr. Naram said, that you have to believe in me and you have to have faith or don't come. And I, being very rude to him, I'm so sorry about it, but I said that I don't believe you because I need to see results. If I see something, I will come back after 6 months. And I did. And I regret it. I regret why I didn't come earlier. Why I waited for 14, 15 years. I feel bad. I wish I would have made this thing, and by now she would have shown me big results. Because I'm not getting younger, I'm getting older, and I definitely want to see results now faster, because I know that I don't know how many years I have to live. But I wish I would have come in earlier. But I have a lot of hope, and I believe in him. Thank you so much for coming into our lives, Dr. Naram. I don't know what I would have done without you. Had I known that you were doing so much wonders for us, I would have come right when I found out. And that was around 21 months when she was diagnosed with autism. I would have come right away and get it fixed. I know I'm hoping for a speedy recovery. I know it's going to be slow, but I'm going to hold on to you. Please don't let go of my hand. Love you. Thank you.